songs that just kind of like people just know too without really.
Sometimes you just want to go where everyone knows your name and have a quick beer. Oh! Hey, good morning, everyone. Good morning to all of you in our virtual sanctuary. We see you. I see you all the time because I'm working online and I get to, talk with you. And so let us know where you're calling in from or watching from. Oh, I'm Beverly Doherty, and I am not the music director now. I am the videographer person who does a lot of things in the background. But I get to fill in today for our lovely Jake, who's out on a ship apparently trying to hold down his lunch, apparently. He said, Anyway, we have our fabulous band over here. Sean is filling in. There's Joe, James, and Yuri. And if you don't know Yuri is our piano technician extraordinaire who has been taking care of our piano for many, many years. And oh my God, all magically delicious back here is the CSL choir. I just had to come up and just get a little influence from you and some juice and do some music. So we're going to do sing-alongs today. If you want to stand, that's fine. If you don't, if you want to walk around and get all kind of in the spirit, go for it. And for those of you watching online, send us pictures of what you're doing. That will be interesting. And I have to say hello to my mother because that's why I went to California. I know she's watching. She's 94. Hi, Mom. She still watches online, so this going goes out for all of us. I am as God created me. Your face is not showing that, though. Come on, smile there, mister. There you go. He's like, it's Eric. I was like, what's that face for, mister? I am as God created me in the light, in the love, in the glory. I am as God created me in the light, in the love, in the glory. In the light, in the light, in the love, in the glory. In the light, in the love, and the glory.
what a wonderful thing to just take in. If that could become an earworm, bless you. Because there's so many other things circling around in our head at times. So many other ways that we could describe ourselves at times. So let's just take a deep breath and let this time be so sacred, because we remember, we are recalling that we are as God created us. Yes, we are the effect of our upbringing. Yes, we are the effect of our culture, what the TV says, what social media says. We are the effect of the news at times. We are the effect of what adults said around us when we were children. But yes, even deeper than that, we are as God created us. And we are here to remember we are as God created us. Yes. There may have been times that we were not supported in our own spiritual magnificence or even our human okayness. But we are as God created us. So let that idea sink deeply into your heart of hearts, the cave of your soul, where the spark of the divine resides forever and ever. Amen. Let us go there and remember the ember of remembrance that before Abraham was, the great I am is. That's what Jesus said. Hey, that is the Ancient of Days that the Bible spoke about. The Ancient of Days is that ancient memory within each and every creation of God, recalling its source, its beginning, and its ending, the Alpha and the Omega. Reside there for just a second. And from this place, I speak my word of blessing for this gathering, this coming together, this time of remembering and celebrating. And so it is.
Well, good morning, everyone. Welcome. Again, I am Reverend Don. My pronouns are he and him. And it's my honor and privilege to bring you into the room again. And those online, know that you are in this room with us, for we are all connected through consciousness. That Spirit holds this space in consciousness for all of us to connect together. And so knowing that, I can invite us all to rest into that knowing of in the light, consciousness, in the love and the glory, we are coming together. A couple of things I'd like to share is, one, these really cool looking cards are not really one-of-a-kind item. They're here for you if you would like. You take notes on them, but use them to get in touch with us, or if you would like prayer support or know more about us. And you're going to be listening to the talk the whole time. So you take one of these with you to remind you that you wanted to know more. Because once you get out and start driving, then things start to slip away. But if this will travel with you and recall you back home to your spiritual home, which is here. So give it a shot. Try it. I also really do suggest you consider the Power of Prayer card that's in here. Because prayer here is not the prayer I grew up with. Prayer here is about connecting with our essence, connecting with our truth, connecting in community with Spirit, and being supported by this community, by our practitioners, in knowing our highest and greatest good. We were downstairs between services chatting with and sharing how our spiritual practices in prayer prepare us for business in ways that we before then wouldn't be as much fun. But doing it now in spirit, with prayer and spiritual practice, business changed, which, by the way, is one of my passions. And not this Tuesday, but next Tuesday is the Better Business Break, where we do just that. We come together in person in Montlake Terrace or online, hybrid, and we look at spirituality and business, put them in the same room, and we see how they work together. And we build faith with each other, and we come together in our businesses, and we lift each other up to see the possibilities and how spirit and business play together and do really well together. If you have a question, you can always reach out to me. I'd love to talk about, I obviously love to talk about it. I lead the program. But it's just when I listen to others find that in their work life, the changes that take place. Just like what's about to happen here, because first service was rocking, and I just know it's going to get better. So Bev, lead us on the way.
All right. Well, here's another song. And I mean, what about this choir? Amazing. I was editing the video for Easter, and I was like, wow, they are so good. And Mickey Suzuki, yay! Beautiful job she's doing. So this is an opportunity to sing again. This is a Michael Stillwater song. It's called We Sing in the Name of the One, Eternal Infinite Being, who has many names, yet is beyond all names and form. We come together for healing, revealing who we are. We come together for healing, revealing who we are. And then there's a little sneak in kind of a other song I call a mashup, which is I Am Alive, which is a Jewish Nagun. We're going to have a fun time. If you like to stand, that's fine. If you don't, just have a good time. Here we go. We sing in the name of the one, eternal, infinite being. We sing in the name of the one, eternal, infinite being.
It is still morning. Good morning, everybody. I actually feel like I'm in some sort of zone, like, is it morning, afternoon, evening, timeless? Woo, babies. For those of you that are here for the first time or first few times, I am Kathy Angeles, and I'm one of the ministers here, and my pronouns are she and her, and I come in the name of the one. I come in the name of the one. Infinite being, beyond all names. Oof, babies. So, I'm really grateful for all of the beautiful flowers that we've had on the screen behind here. Well, behind me right now, but I'm really grateful for the visuals that were selected for this month's theme, which is about gardening, planting seeds. Seeds of, what are you seeding into your future? What are you seeding through your thoughts and through your actions? So sometimes you just can't think your way out of stuff. Sometimes you have to actually act. Yeah, that's hard for New Thought people. Today's talk title was Gardens Come in All Shapes and Sizes, and when I first came up with that talk title, I was thinking about not judging our garden. Whether we have a few pots on the patio, or we have a pea patch, or we're lucky enough to have a backyard garden that will feed our family with all sorts of fruits and vegetables. Whatever we have is fine. It really is. And then I realized that sometimes larger is not necessarily better. That we can get to this place where more is more. And more is not necessarily more. See, we can always be going for the larger, eye-catching results. How many of you went through that phase? Larger, eye-catching results? No, just a few of you? The rest of you are so freaking holy that you never thought about, Teslas and things like that. Do you know that truth heals? Just saying. Well, so I'm going to just record this, and First Service can watch it again because they were really into it, because they acknowledged that they sometimes went for more is better. There is more is better. More love, more confidence, more serenity, more patience. There's a lot of more that's better, but not sometimes in our material world. See, sometimes we can go for so much bigger and better, and we might even get bigger and better, but it's not sustainable. If I'm going to use agriculture as my metaphor, my teacher, Judge Thomas Troward, said that he was taught by only two things. One was the Bible and the other was nature itself. And if we look at nature, bigger is not necessarily sustainable. It's not, and it might be better in the short term, but not necessarily the long term. Now that we've turned a lot of agricultural farming into machines and big business, it produces a lot of crops in the short term and is not sustainable in the long term, at least not for the earth. I mean, I think I've said this before, but I was raised by my first environmentalist, which was my grandfather. And if you had a crop, you rotated the crop, and you didn't dig so deep that you eroded the ground, because that wouldn't be good. He was a logger, but he was a horse logger, so he could go into the woods, take just the trees he wanted, and not destroy the forest. He would never think of clear cutting, because he knew that he would die and somebody else would inherit those forests if he kept them pristine. So I kind of got this in my blood. And so I look at, if nature is a book to be studied, well, how am I perhaps not doing things that are sustainable? I'll give you some ideas about sustainability. So it's not I went to church and we had a talk on farming, and I'm not really sure what it was about. Well, I don't know about you, but we have sustainability issues at the ranchette. Now, we have 5 acres. My husband always wanted a ponderosa. A ponderosa is not 5 acres, so I call it the ranchette. Anyway, our hemlocks are dying. Those trees are dying on our property and in the neighborhood that we live in, because hemlocks have the kind of roots that go down and then out. And they were really great when there was a lot of rain, sustainable through the year, not just in the winter. The hotter, drier summers are killing hemlocks because they don't have the root system to go deep enough to draw the water up from a deeper level. So 3 on our property are going, and the ones on the properties around us are going. They just can't, they can't do it. Some of you may have a hemlock or not. So let's talk about something you might be interested in. Wine. I'm interested in wine. And I'm also interested in sustainability. Do you know that they have wineries that are more sustainable than they've ever been before? There's wineries and you can check them out, and they have sustainable crops. Now, how'd they get sustainable? What they did is they didn't go for the short term, plant the plants, take really good care of them so that they will produce a crop as soon as possible. Because if they produce a crop as soon as possible, it's because they have watered them when they were young plants, so the roots never had to go deep, so that they could produce a crop, short-term benefit. However, what happens now that parts of the United States are getting drier and drier, it requires a lot more water to keep those plants producing grapes, water that we may or may not have where they are. So some wineries, instead of producing a crop in 5 or 10 years or less, they're producing a crop in a lot longer period of time, because they don't overwater when they're young. And they make the young shoots produce really deep roots, so that when it gets dry and hot, they're not always having to water, which, if you think about it, that watering in the summer, a lot of it's evaporated, not sustainable. Whoa. We're getting so smart in so many ways. In so many ways, and other ways maybe not, but I'm talking sustainability. I want you to get the idea that if we go for short term, it may feel good in the moment, but it's not sustainable. I think in the United States, if I'm listening and reading the correct information, we're going for short-term comfort instead of long-term healing. Instead of long-term satisfaction, fulfillment, we're going for short-term fixes. Why do I say that? Because addictions are up. Substance and process addictions are up. One of the leading countries in the world. Depression is up. Addiction is up. I'd say satisfaction is down. So people have been going for fixes that in the moment feel good, and in the moment feel good, and in the moment feel good. Ooh, dopamine. But it's not sustainable, because then you need more and you need it again. So what am I learning from this? If I was going to take this and mix it up, take a little information from nature and a little bit of information from the Bible and mix in a whole lot of science of mind, what would I get? What I get is that maybe for some of us, difficult times are made so that we seek a deeper connection with the infinite, or whatever you want to call it. Instead of bad times mean give me a something. For me, it'd be Netflix. But you know what? I'm running out of good Netflix movies. There is an end. It's not sustainable. It's just not sustainable. Yeah, I'm teaching a class on Monday evenings and Tuesdays, and out of that class, a slogan showed up, and it is, "We go deep to go high." We're going to go deep inside of ourselves so that we can raise up, be raised in God, to be raised up to a place where what we're comforting ourselves isn't needed, or we don't need it as much or or maybe again. See, let's now get into metaphysics, or maybe the reason you came here. See, I think that even some of the stuff that I have taught and I have used are surface remedies instead of deep healing. I did the math in my head, first service. I've been at this for 49 years. I started this path 49 years ago, and I don't think you're going to believe that it happened when I was 10. So, darn. But I will, okay, so this is a sign of my aging. And a sign of my aging and, what would I call it? Comfort and, no. Thank you for thinking good things. Vanity. See, I'm short. I have some faults. One is I'm short. It is in my head. Just don't, no. If I wanted to be tall. I've already put in my bid for the next life. I want to be tall and I want to be able to sing. I'll probably be incarnated as the first singing giraffe. Who knows? So if some of you live that long and you hear about a singing giraffe, it might be me. Anyway, so I wanted to be taller, so I wore heels. Aren't they cute? I know. Yes, I'll just wear them as earrings because I tried to wear them first service. I can't walk in them anymore. So anyway, that's vanity. Vanity meets old age. So, but that's okay. I am like a fine wine. I get better every year. All right, so that's not the story. The story is I've been around here long enough and I've been doing this long enough that I remember when affirmations were the solution. How many of you remember when affirmations were the solution? Just get the right affirmation. You paid people to give you the right information. You bought books to get the right affirmation. If I just got the right affirmation. There's a book, You Can Heal Your Life. You find anything that's wrong with your body, it's the knee or the ankle or whatever, you read it, you go, oh, that's the cause, and this is the affirmation. It worked sometimes. Like if this is happening with your ankle, it's because you believe this, now do this affirmation. It could just be that you're wearing high heels and you shouldn't anymore. It could be that simple. And I want to say that affirmations work if there is no deep resistance. So if you think, if it's like I can do it or not do it, you affirm it, most likely you'll have it. But if you have a bunch of stuff inside, deep, that resists that affirmation, it just bounces off. Now there's a big deal about manifestation. Yes, I am addicted to some social media sources. I've been known to check them out. And there's advertisement after this, after that, about manifest. You know who gets rich with this whole manifestation thing? The people selling it. And for $3,000 or $4,000, I tried them out. Oh my God, I didn't buy it. It's like, really? Oh, goody. For $4,000, I can manifest my dreams. Or I can go to the Center for Spiritual Living and just sit there. I could just do my inner work. So I love it. It's like, if it were true that for $4,000, if you had it, you would manifest your dreams, there'd be a whole lot more happy people in the United States right now, and they wouldn't be addicted to process and substance abuse. They wouldn't be covering up their unhappiness. Manifestation doesn't lead to satisfaction and fulfillment, even if it works. And if it worked, there'd be a whole lot more people with the debt going down and the debt's going up right now. They wouldn't be debting themselves into the life that they want. I'm glad I have these shoes because I just feel like a let me at them. Anyway. But here's my other observation. My other observation is that the reason people want to connect, do affirmations, do the right thing, have a manifestation, is they have a deep calling, a deep desire to connect to their own spiritual magnificence, to feel full. But we can tease people into believing if you have a this and 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 a this, you'll feel full. We're here to remember we're full. We come in the name of the one to remember we're full. We come in the name of the one to remember that we are enough. Because here's the problem. Demonstrations for demonstration's sake eventually are unsustainable because not enough in consciousness means not enough. You can never have enough. You'll never have enough. If you come from not enough, you have not enough. I mean, let's, pull out a little Bible verse here. And Jesus said, to those who hath not, even that shall be taken. Now that seems mean. Oh, God's a loving God. Yeah, I'm going to take everything. No. It's a metaphor for if you don't have anything in you in consciousness, you can't keep anything in the outer world. You can't keep it. How many of you have had flyby demonstrations? There it was and there it wasn't. That's that consciousness of I'm not enough, there's not enough, there won't be enough. And I can't demonstrate my way out of it. Not enough consciousness breeds frustration. I think a long time ago it used to be called midlife crisis. Where people achieved and still did not feel full. I was thinking about having a midlife crisis. I'm a little over that, but I could live to be 150, and then this would be a midlife crisis. I have thought about it. Not enough consciousness breeds greed, hoarding, and an unwillingness to be generous. Because there's just not enough. So here's the lessons learned. First of all, time well spent is the time that we take to cultivate our conscious connection with God. Conscious connection. We're already connected. It's like we can't, you can't unconnect. I mean, just ha ha ha. Now people can think they're not connected. They can feel unconnected. We can feel lonely. We can feel isolated, which, by the way, according to studies, people are feeling more and more and more isolation. It was bad before the pandemic and we haven't caught up yet. Do you know that I read this article? When I come over here, it's an aside that I just thought of. That's my talk. This is my aside. I read an article by an atheist. And he said, I'm rethinking the importance of spiritual community. As an atheist, he said, I still don't believe in God. But I've noticed that people who have a community are healthier, happier, and more fulfilled than people that don't. So we come in the name of the one to just remember together our connection. Okay, that was all. Now, so we come together to cultivate a conscious connection with the divine by singing, by chanting, by using an affirmation if we need to, by doing whatever we can to have a conscious connection with something greater than ourselves. You can call it nature. I've been to Peru and they don't seek a connection to something up there. They seek a connection to Pachamama, to the ground itself, to nature itself and everything that grows. But they feel connected, and out of that connection, they are survivors, even at 16,000 feet. Come on. Can you imagine a village at 16,000 feet? Pachamama is supporting them. Truly. Second lesson is, and then I'm getting this out of this nature thing about a whole bunch of stuff coming together. Use problems, judgments, and issues as a place to dig deep. Here's a problem. So many of you, not you, not even you, not even anybody online. Nobody does this, but I bet you know people that do it. And that is when things get troublesome, we want to avoid it. I don't want to talk about it. I don't want to think about it. Thus, addiction to processes and substance. But what I would say is that's the place to dig. I went to England many years ago, and I got dowsing rods. I kind of like dowsing rods. So you say you want something or you've lost something, and especially out, you're like where should we do something? Where should we plant? And the dowsing rods really work. And I think, so here's Kathy Ann's explanation. We are wise beyond our conscious awareness. It's in every one of us to be wise. And I think that we, since we're all connected to the earth, to everything, not just each other, I think that we know where something should happen, but we don't think we should know where something should happen. So we put dowsing rods in our hands, and then the dowsing rods respond to our body wisdom, and they start to turn, and we go where they're supposed to go. I mean, I use them. It's kind of fun. My grandfather used it. If he was going to dig a well or do something, he would take some sort of, it had to be the right stick. But anyway, he'd take sticks and go dowsing. My grandfather. It's been used for so long in the United States by people that needed to know where to dig the well. It's just divine intelligence showing up in a form that they could handle. So, if we were going to use dowsing rods, what I would say is we stop believing what we think, and we go deeper to realize what we really think, so we can go deeper to realize who and what we really are. We just go deeper. Now that's, some of you may go, okay, dowsing rods, what kind of, mine are copper, by the way. But use whatever I went to church on Sunday, and she started out with agriculture, and now she wants us to do dowsing rods. I think they might be pagan. I'm not sure. No. It was just an illustration. Go deep. If you want to go deep, where should you go deep? Go deep where you don't want to go. Because that's where you're the softest and the most vulnerable, and where there's the chance for the greatest connection. So I'll give you an illustration. This actually happened to two people last week. Both people think they're doing, how we think? They think they're doing a great job. One is a volunteer, and one is working for a company. They both think they're doing a great job. Unfortunately, they are meeting feedback from others that maybe their job's not that great. And so both of them had the response of, they're being mean to me. And they go into blame. How many of you have ever had that response? They don't see things the way I see things. Obviously, they're stupid. And Brené Brown says you can't fix stupid. So we'll just let them be stupid and continue to blame them. Or we go a little deeper. What is upsetting about them not agreeing with us? It might be pushing a button like they think I'm not any good. Oh my goodness, might think I'm not good. I might think that I'm not as good as I think. See, we don't wake up in the morning and say, wow, I'm going to go to work and prove that I'm not any good. Actually, this one person that I know, I've known her for a long time. I've worked with her for a long time, and she's changed companies because they didn't understand how good she was. And so we had this talk. Do you really want to go there again? It'll show up again. Because that's the bug. So we went deeper. She is made in the light, in the love and the glory of God. Well, I didn't say that, but I said it that way. Can you go deeper? What's true of you? What's eternally true of you? And she says, I'm an expression of God. I said, does God worry about being wrong? Does God worry about making mistakes? Does God spend their time thinking that somebody should like them when they don't? No. As an expression of God, should you? Long pause. I wait. No. See, what we think is we're doing it all right. The universe will reflect back to us what we really think. What we really think about ourselves. But if you go deeper than that, you'll find out what you really are. What you really are. That's the place to dig. So we did our treatment work. And I think she'll start having a different experience of this thing called work. If that makes any sense. Does it make sense? See, God can't fail. God can't make mistakes. As an expression of God, even if we make a mistake, it's not a failure. It's just a learning opportunity. So that we can unfold in our expression of the divine. And that's sustainable, by the way. Fixing and changing people and moving from job to job is not sustainable. Finding out at a deep level God's idea of us, ooh, baby. That's the spring that has everlasting water. It's sustainable. Take a deep breath. And so I give thanks that the Spirit of God moves upon the surface of this consciousness of this group, planting seeds of magnificence, planting seeds of remembrance, planting seeds of love, planting seeds of truth, planting seeds of satisfaction and fulfillment, because we are as God created us, in the light and in the love and in the glory. But it's not just a song, it's not just a platitude, it's not an affirmation, and we're not here to manifest nothing. We are here to know who and what we are, and we are here to then see the results. For by the fruits of our thoughts, we shall be known to ourselves and to our family and our friends. Not through trying, but just by being willing to let God be God in, through, and as us now and forever and ever and ever and ever. Amen. And so it is.
Oh, it's so nice to work with you again. I mean, come on. There's another wonderful song by Ricky Byers. Feel free to sing along. Shanti Om.
Secrets. Hi there. It's time to tell you some great things that are happening at the Center for Spiritual Living. First of all, we do have refreshments downstairs. We would love to have you go downstairs. And if you do, you have an opportunity to still buy dahlias. And I was thinking, stuff doesn't grow well. Those fir trees, sucking the living daylights out of the ground. So they are good, but most of the things we plant in the ground don't do well. Pots, dahlias with pots. Yes, I'm so excited. All right, so you can get dahlias downstairs and have treats and coffee and conversation and get to know someone new. It will be wonderful. Also, while you're down there, I just need to say one more thing. That is up because, no, I love you. Go back. I know. Hello. Danny, thank you. Danny's got patience. I'm so grateful. Thank you so much. That is up there because I was told that we don't give people enough time to give a donation. So I'm not going to skip through that very quickly anymore. There's Venmo up there. There's a text to give. A whole lot of ways that you can give a donation because I will be asking in just a minute. And also we take checks and cash and credit cards, and there's envelopes in the seat backs in front of you, just in case you want to start working on that while I talk. Yes. All right, so next Sunday, though, is Potluck Sunday. Oh, yum, because we have treats all the time, but Potluck Sunday is really great. The first Sunday of every month, good stuff. Really wonderful. Bring your favorite dish or just come in and schmooze with us. We'd love to have you break bread with us. Also, downstairs, while you're down there, you can see all of the events that have been planned for We're Amazed for God. And there's raffle tickets so that you can buy a $5 chance. We're gambling, aren't we? Good thing we don't believe in sin. Anyway, gamble away. We got raffle tickets for some great baskets. And one, by the way, is based on sustainability. So you can be more sustainable in your home by buying a basket. They'll get you started. So just check out all the things downstairs. And there's a beautiful table you can bid on. Gorgeous table decorated by Kimmy. Lovely. So check that out in the corner. And also we have some opportunities for spiritual nudging, so that we nudge you closer to your connection to God. First of all, in May, we have the Lodge of Light Chakra Retreat. That will be May 8th through the 11th at Rainbow Lodge. Rainbow Lodge in May. Oh, beautiful place to be. And it's facilitated by Reverend Abigail. So please check her out. Talk to her about the retreat. It'll be wonderful. And then if you'd like a little longer retreat, we call it camp, but it's so wonderful. It's so much. It is actually heaven. It's actually heaven. Heaven is here at CBEC. So I encourage you to think about that. And for those of you that are online, a lot of you say, wow, I'd love to be spending time with you. Yes, you can for a whole week and get the energy of doing nothing or doing a lot. And there's something beautiful about that. We've been there for so many years, over 50, and I think the consciousness of that spiritual connection for that many years just makes the place ripe for your connection to God. So think about that, my dears. And if you don't want to connect with God, fine, go kayaking. We don't care. We're not going to push you into anything. Pickleball, yes. Kayaking or pickleball. Or nothing. And those are my two announcements. I do want to say one thing that didn't make it to a slide, but that's okay. And that is that 2 weeks from now, I will be doing my Power of Love workshop, part 3. But you didn't have to go to 1 or 2 for part 3 to be great. So part 2 was a little intense. I've heard from people it was a tiny bit intense. 3 is... it's a lift. You will walk out of here on clouds. It'll be so uplifting. That's the whole purpose of part 3. So those are all the things I need to say. More information about the retreats and Power of Love and any classes we have going on are at the registration table. Go out this way and turn to your right, or go downstairs and look at all the things that you could bid on for Gourmets for God. And I'm not telling you what I'm bidding on so that I don't have to bid so high. Yeah. Anyway, I may see some of you at some of those things. So those are all my announcements. Let's take a deep breath. Thank you for coming back. Well, she's busy. We keep her busy when she's in California. We keep her busy up here. Thank you for showing up. I'm so grateful. And you're coming back on the 18th, right? 19th. Well, okay, don't come on the 18th. Nobody will be here. But on the 19th, the choir will be singing again. Yeah, it's wonderful. So it's going to be a great, great day. So for us to be sustainable, we need your support. It's just the way it is. Just the way it is. We guess what? Like any organization, we have bills, and they really want us to pay in money. It's so funny. We say, but we'd love to send a blessing, and they go, maybe not so much. So your blessings are important. Your consciousness is important. Your prayers are important, and your support is important. I'm just telling the truth. So you get to consider how it is you would like to support us today. Or maybe you're just considering, I'll think about it. That's perfectly okay too. Wherever you are is perfect. And I'm grateful for you being here today. So all of the ways you can give are there. If you also want to use credit cards, we have envelopes. And like I said all that before, envelopes, we take checks and money. And we make it a fun time. Is this a little secret?
He's going to find out.
Yeah. Never.
Let James take the hair.
Oh, okay, wait. Shh. We try to have fun in our giving. So we do a little conga line coming down, Well, we don't call it conga line. But just dance your way into supporting this center. So you want to bring the basket up? Thank you. And Tees is going to bless the offering. So thank you, Tees. This is wonderful. And let's have fun.
1, 2, 3, go!
I am
am alive. And the view from up here is divine. This is God's garden. Y'all are looking real good. Sounding real good. I'm Rose, she, her pronouns on the sacred grounds of the Duwamish people in springtime. My ancestors are here. The DNA of their love is my legacy. The biggest skies that I ever prayed under were in Kenya. And on this last day of April, the last Sunday of Earth Month, I wear a robe that has birds, very tall giraffes, and a Swahili saying that says, take just your fair share. That Mama Earth has resources for all of us. So I'm grateful to be a part of the Center for Spiritual Living that honors Pachamama. Okay. Join me in a prayer of thanksgiving as we prepare to leave our spiritual home and go out those doors. So you may bow your head or raise your eyes and know that you are open to the author of love. I am thankful to the doors of this sanctuary, of this holy space that says yes to love. I am grateful to the staff, to the volunteers that make this home function and vibrant, that is welcome at all hours of the day, it feels like. I'm grateful to the music that touches a place inside of us, so deep, so true. I'm grateful for a message that says, I remember where I came from, who I am, and what I am here to do. And I am grateful for the spiritual practitioners that want to pray. It is their sacred service to you. And so after church, say yes to a prayer circle with Gary. Say yes to an individual prayer connection with Min. Say yes to love all the time, every time. This is good and so very good. Amen, Ashe, Shalom, and so it is.
Thank you, Rose. Way to close it out. Let's close out our service in the old usual manner that when I was here. We let the love wash over us, and if you want to stand, that's great. If not, just let it wash over you. Here we go. We let the love wash over us. We let it be. We let the joy. We let the joy wash over us. We let it be. We let the peace wash over us. We next time. Thank you, choir.